Everyone I speak to about my dog thinks I'm nuts. They think I'm nuts because it's just an animal, but honestly, my dog has changed the quality of life in my house, and I have also seen a drastic change in other homes as well. My aunt, who is a major example in proving my point, she and her husband are both in their 40s and have no children. Not by choice, but it's just been the two of them for years. I tried to convince them that since they have no kids and they have plenty of room, then why not just get a dog? I think it's just such a joy to have one around. My uncle was grossed out by the idea, but eventually I just ended up rescuing a Chihuahua and they kept him. And let me tell you, the presence of them went from being plain and boring into a ball of energy. And I know for a fact that this dog brought this joy to their lives. Unfortunately, I got a call a few days ago that Coco passed away. And yes, I say passed away because a dog can be very close to a person. And, you can just imagine how they reacted to that. They're now dog people, and we're looking for another dog, another lucky dog to become part of their home. That's how I got inspired to talk to you about this today, and it was an eye-opener of how much our pets end up meaning to us. That's my dog right there. Let me just begin by giving you benefits of having a dog. I think you literally develop a relationship with your dog, and I can't help myself every time I see him. With a dog, you can accomplish 100% of trust, 100% respect, loyalty, and 100% of love if you put in the work. Um, if you dedicate yourself to your dog, all the joy that he gives you will backfire at you in different aspects of your life, your relationships, your friendships, and it can change you as a person and make you happier, I think. Um, According to an article on HuffingtonPost.com, you will see in my works cited page, a dog can help us cope with stress after you develop a relationship with your dog. Um, Even just cuddling can have a positive effect on the both of you. Um, Also, in the article, it said that having a dog is a good way for us to socialize. You don't know your neighbors. Many people in your neighborhood have dogs, and it's a great way to socialize. Humans need to socialize, it's just built in us. And going on a walk alone can be boring, and some people feel awkward to just come up and talk to a stranger, but a dog is the best excuse to socialize. Other than that, you're getting more exercise, which is always a plus, and you now have a reason to get out of the house and walk or go somewhere. Many of you might be thinking that this all sounds good, but dogs can get expensive. I have gotten to the point where no one can put a price tag on my dog. My relationship with my relationship with him is worth the $100 to $150 for a vet visit once a year, or the $125 I spent to get him neutered, and everything in between, food. Um, this takes me to a point for neutering or spaying your dog. In one of my sources, Pets MD, there was a question: why should I have my dog spayed or neutered? It said, and I quote, "Shelter euthanasia is the #1 killer of companion animals. Spaying and neutering is the only way to reduce or eliminate that. It's also better for your pet's health. And it's better for you because it will make your life easier if your pet is spayed or neutered. Animals can be miserable and make you miserable when they are in heat. And then there's always the problem of what to do with the puppies. This is why I think spaying and neutering is critical. There's also the financial side. Just in the Atlanta area alone, more than $50 million is spent annually dealing with stray and unwanted pets. And that's your tax dollars. For the most part, people agreed with me that a dog can be a wonderful part of one's life. I forgot to add an important question into my survey, but later I ended up asking random people at work. My question was, would you be more likely to adopt or buy a dog from a breeder? And I have to say the answers were 50-50, the responses I got, and this is why I want to bring about awareness about adoption. A dog you adopt and a dog you bought from a breeder can bring you just the same amount of happiness. But why do people still buy? Thousands of dogs are being put down daily because no one wants them. People say it's easier to find the exact dog you want from a breeder than in shelters. And this is when I say people are settling. They're being lazy. That's what it means. They do not care for these animals, how they are treated. They're just doing themselves a favor and what's easier for them. And, adoption can only benefit you in the long run. The adoption fee, even, is much cheaper than paying full price for a dog. And you are saving a life. So, think about it. Wouldn't it feel good? Let me conclude with just saying that adopting a dog can not only change your life, but it can make it richer. I'm a witness that it has worked for my aunt and uncle. I'm a walking example of a loving dog owner, and there's just nothing to lose. Honestly, humans and dogs are so dependent on each other for the past 1,200 years, I hear. They need us to save them from death by adoption, but we also need unconditional love in our lives, and a dog is irreplaceable when it comes to that. So do yourself a favor and a dog a favor if you don't already have one, of course, and please adopt your new companion.